Hi, I'm Vice, and welcome to Goth Gardening with Vice. Hi, welcome. Each week we're gonna be discussing different obstacles that people might experience when they're thinking about getting into gardening. Today we're gonna discuss how to shop with COVID-19. And I'm laughing because I just did that today, and it was horrifying. Because there's just so much that you just kind of have to figure out as you go, and you want to avoid breaking distancing guidelines as much as possible. So what I would recommend is doing it while you're doing your shopping trip. Many stores, Walmart, Winco, Fred Meyer have little gardening sections. Walmart has a house plant section. They have bare root plants, and they have seeds, and they have seed starting stuff. They have a lot of garden stuff, and as spring gets closer, they'll open up their big garden area. Winco has house plants. Right now, I think they have cactus. I was there today. They had flowers. They had some. I think it was an indoor plant that was flowering, and they had a seed display. Fred Meyer probably has the best selection because they had bare root plants, they had bulbs, they had little perennial starter plants that are for about $3 and something. So it's probably the best price they're going to be all season. The way plants are priced is by the size of the container. So as they get bigger, they'll start charging more money. I actually have bought a couple of from Winco and Walmart. I bought some bare root plants. I have I have a peony. I have some hydrangeas. I have some hostas, some ferns. Some of them are not doing very much right now. Some are moving a little bit, but with all of these, they're not meant to be planted until the spring, which we're technically in the spring, but we're not past what is the last frost, which is the last time that the ground will freeze over, and many of these plants will not survive if they freeze over. So what I would recommend is starting them in a container indoors, and just watering them and letting them grow up a little bit, because many of them are in the little packaging. They don't have enough water there to sustain themselves, so they might dry out if you leave them in the container. That's why I recommend potting it up temporarily while you wait for. Some other things they have is you can get blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, lilacs. I would recommend doing a little research on whatever you get. That way you can be a little you can make sure that you meet their needs, and that they're right for you. Because I know that raspberries, for example, if they're not taken care of, they'll take over a whole yard. They'll just start growing everywhere, and they're full of thorns. So I need to find a thornless one because we have children and blueberries require acidic soil. So I would recommend looking into it so that you have all the information. That you can also order a lot of plants online. Many of the local nurseries, like Edward's Greenhouse, also offer online ordering and roadside pickup. As you can tell, I'm not a communicable diseases expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. And do your own research. Another thing that I could recommend is, as we're getting to spring and summer, people will have plants that they'll have extra, or they'll separate them. Especially some perennials that create a lot more plants. So sometimes people have more than they want. So I recommend just going on your Facebook and saying you're looking for plant starts and see what you can get. I've gotten so many cool plants that way. Recommend is maybe scheduling it so that they leave it in their patio, and that you can just disinfect it with your bleach and water solution. You can find the recipe at the CDC website. And you probably just need to do the container because from what I understand is that the virus lives a lot longer on smooth surfaces than porous surfaces. So just make sure you clean down the container before you pick it up and take it to your house. I hope that helps out and gives you some ideas of where to find plants. And I apologize for being indoors. The past whole week has been rain. It has been raining and cold outside, so hopefully we can do some outside videos soon. If you want to support an out of work hooker, you can find my Venmo on the bottom. And And if you have any comments, put them in the bottom as well. And see you next time. Bye.